Well, can we all agree that it says that you can buy people from other nations? We're all agreed on that?
What else are they going to do with them? Let them go. This is the same issue with any slavery at all, as far as the ancient world goes. When you
so we're all agreed that this is not
off.
necessarily spoils of war. This is not necessarily willing indentured servitude. We're all agreed that this is a different tribe, a different nation, and you're buying them.
So I just
why is that a problem?
I'll jump in and say I definitely would agree.
It might not be a problem. But we're all agreed on that, right?
Well, when you say buying them, it sounds like you're implying the same type of economy that we have today, as if they're
I'm just saying what the text says. The text says you may purchase them, you may buy them, right?
Yeah, I'll concede that.
Okay, fine.
Readily. It's not really a big deal for me personally. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a situation where you're buying slaves from other cultures, tribes, or nations. We're all agreed on that.
Correct, but you haven't shown a chapter and verse, because if you're going to get real deep on it, we're going to have to get into that.
We're all agreed.
Well, no. What do you mean? Do you mean Jews are going to some slave market and buying slaves? Is that what you think this is?
Trafficking against the law.
I'm just reading the verse 44.
Yeah, but the way that you're reading it, are you reading it as if they are going to a slave market?
What's your conclusion, Doug? What's your conclusion?
I'm not making any conclusion. I'm asking if we're all agreed that that's what the text says.
Well, bondmen, the text of verse 44, if that's what you're referring to. There's hired servants, bondmen, slaves.
Yeah, we're all agreed that it says, the text says in verse 44 that you may buy male and female slaves from the nations around you. We're all agreed
fine.
That's what it says.
No problem at all. Go on. Now, what's your next point?
Yeah, really.
I'm sensing defensiveness, and I'm not trying to...
Well, it says bondman in my KJV. I don't want to get on it.
We know what corner you're coming from in the grand scheme of this argument.
Well, let's kind of...
You can't just say I'm not trying to.
You may have from the nations. So how would they acquire these here is what the one issue is. How do they acquire these slaves from the nations? And I've been saying usually it's because they've attacked them and they have prisoners of war. So I think my point still stands rather than... And okay, so now moving that along.
But the text doesn't say that though, right?
Possibly going to have children. So what do you do with the children? This is just simply saying what to do with those people that happen to have children together, because
but can we agree that the text actually doesn't say what you just said?
No, it does. He's talking about the children.
What's the logical alternative?
No, about the part about that this is necessarily that it has to be about war.
Okay, I agree. It's not necessarily that.
There we go. Then we're agreed.
Yeah.
But Doug, it's pathetic that you're trying to double down on these technicalities where anyone looks in the real world, they realize that Christians are, if we just, compare them on average to non-Christians, they're more compassionate, they're less enslaving.